Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. And today we're going over the year in review spring season. And there were some pretty good ones in the springtime. Pretty good shows that I hope you guys haven't forgotten about. So we'll go over those later on. But first we're going to go through the news of the week. Then we'll check out some of the rankings of some of the shows of this season. We'll see what people are watching. Then we'll get to the main event, and then we'll go over some of the shows that I'm watching right now. And this season is almost finished up, so we've got quite a bit to go through. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little under the weather, as it were. So a lot of hacking and coughing and congestion. It's not fun. But I'll soldier on and we'll get through this. First up, though, is going to be the news of the week. Brought to you by Anime News Network. There we go. We're going back to Monday. And let's see here. Oh yes, Chain Soldier 2 anime reveals second ending song by Maya Uchida. Now I'm looking forward to Chain Soldier Season 2. Season 1 left it off. Real cliffhanger there, and I can't wait till they continue on with Season 2. That's a fun show, I like it. Suda51, Ren Yamazaki's Romeo is a Dead Man game ships on February the 11th. It's going to come out for the PS5, the Xbox, and the PC. Okay. I don't know if anybody's excited for that one, but I'm sure we'll hear about it. Digimon Storytime, Stranger Games, first DLC pack releases on December the 8th. Here's something. Tekken director Katsuhiro Harada leaves Bandai Namco. He worked on fighting game franchise for 30 years, and now he's decided to leave. That's crazy. Something must have really made him decide to get out of there. You know, you don't usually work at a place for 30 years and then decide, you know what, I'm out of here. So I wonder what's happened behind the scenes to make him want to get out of there. The Demon King's Daughter is Too Kind anime's trailer reveals more cast, staff, a theme song artist, and a January 6th streaming debut. The Daily Life of a Single 29-Year-Old Adventurer anime's trailer reveals a January 7th debut. Jujutsu Kaisen Execution anime film opens at number 4 in the US. Okay. So if you are a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, make sure you go and see it in the theater. Looks like it's doing okay. Like it says, it opens up at number 4. So that's pretty good. Rika Suzuki, Koshike's Dark Auction game reveals trailer and more staff. Dark Auction. What are they auctioning? Guess we'll have to wait and find out. It's a game that comes out for the PS5, the Switch, and PC. Jack of All Trades, Party of None anime reveals 4 new cast and a January 1st streaming debut. Something to bring in the new year. Watching that one. Blue Orchestra Season 2 reveals a visual and 6 more cast. All You Need Is Kill anime streams English subtitled trailer. The film opens in North America on January the 16th. Okay. Hello, Foodies Weta. I believe you're new. Welcome. I'm just going through some of the anime news of the week. And then we'll get along to some of the rankings, and then the main event will be reviewing some of the good shows that I saw on spring season. So welcome. Next up, Calamity Angels Special Delivery Games PC version launches in 2026. Ichijoma Menkitsu Gurashi TV anime debuts in April 2026. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma game gets a PS5 and Xbox release. Oh, wow. I know there's some Rune Factory fans out there. They'll probably be happy about that. But that's all for Monday. Moving along to Tuesday. You Can't Be in a Rom-Com with Your Childhood Friends anime's new video reveals an opening song and a January 5th debut. This sounds like a funny one. We'll have to wait and see what this one looks like. Kaguya-sama Love is War anime special new video unveils opening song and a December 31st debut. Huh, right on New Year's Eve, eh? Okay. I myself haven't watched Kaguya-sama, but I believe Mrs. Mechanic watches it. Or has read it. She reads a lot of manga. Medalist Season 2's first video reveals more cast, opening song artist, and a January 24th debut. Sayoshi no Gike o Mederu Tame Nagashimasu Light Anime's promo video reveals more cast, staff, ending theme, and a January 3rd streaming debut. Fairy Tail Dungeons game gets Switch release on January the 7th. Oh, and the PC version gets a free content update on the same day. Code Vein 2 game previews character creation in new video. Duel Masters Lost Bokyaku no Taiyo anime's teaser reveals February 6th debut. I thought Godzillionaire was watching Duel Masters. We'll have to have a look and see. I'll ask him when I see him next time. But that's all for Tuesday. Moving along to Wednesday. Record of Ragnarok Season 3 reveals more cast and clean ending sequence. The Weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash anime gets second season. The Other World's books depend on the Bean Counter anime second main video previews theme songs. Okay, that sounds like an isekai for accountants. Scenes from Awajima anime casts Natsumi Fujiwara, Ayumi Tsunematsu. The third Mononoke film's first trailer announces more cast and a May 29th debut. Kaya-chan Isn't Scary anime announces 3 more cast members. Official Hige Dandism perform opening theme song for the Darwin Incident. Hey Godzillionaire, how you doing? I was wondering if you would show up. Yeah, R.I.P. Gynex. I saw that. We haven't gotten to the, I don't know if the story is going to show up here, but yes. For those that don't know, Gainax officially shut its doors, and that's it. Such a great studio with a great history of bringing us such classic shows. You know, Evangelion and Gurren Lagann. And if you go back even further, they had the makings of their studio when they did Daikon 4 animation. If you ever want to get a good feel for them, that's the Daikon 4 is great. That opening they did, they packed so much sci-fi and anime stuff into one intro. It was great, and especially using the ELO or Electric Light Orchestra as the music. That was genius on their part. Also, Godzilla, were you watching Duel Masters? Did I see on AniList that you were watching Duel Masters? Just one moment, please. All right, there we go. Okay, let's continue on. The casebook of Arn Anime reveals video and 6 more cast members. Okay, you didn't watch Duel Masters. Okay, it must have been something else I saw then that you were watching. Or maybe it was another, somebody else I know, maybe. Author Nikita Kitagawa reveals TV anime for Saijakuna Boko wa Kabunuk Bug de Naragaru series. Okay, they better shorten that one up. Shibaki Anime streams climax promo video. Anime to have 13 episodes. Well, yeah, I'm working my way through Shibaki, or as I like to call it, Shake and Bake. This one is just a really slow burn. As me and Mrs. Mechanic watched that one. Mamoru Hosoda's Scarlet Anime film streams the first 7 minutes. The film opens in North America in early 2026. Okay, so that'll probably be coming to theaters. I hope it's a good one. Dare-san of Reiwa horror comedy manga gets TV anime in 2026. Black Torch Anime's first main promo video reveals July premiere. The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainous anime casts Tomokazu Sugita. Apparently he's going to voice a vampire lord. But that's it for Wednesday. Moving along to Thursday. Detective Conan, Black Iron Submarine. 2 more Detective Conan films stream on YouTube every Saturday this December. Well, if you guys want to get your Detective Conan fix, you just gotta look it up here on YouTube, it looks like. Oh, and it shows on December 13th, December 20th, and December 27th. Yeah, enjoy some free anime, why not? Next up, EVO Japan Fighting Game Tournaments reveal dates, game lineup for 2026. World Trigger Anime's reboot project to readapt the manga from the first chapter, including 3 series arcs. Okay. Were they not happy with the with how they did it the first time around? Peleliu, Guernica of Paradise anime film opens at number 6. Live action Windbreaker opens at number 8. Oh wow, live action Windbreaker. Awful lot of punching going on in that one. Chainsaw Man the movie Raise the Arc rose back to number 3. Jujutsu Kaisen Execution drops to number 9. Okay. Monster Hunter Showcase reveals habitat restoration video for Monster Hunter Stories 3. Free title update for video for Monster Hunter Wilds. Hell Mode anime reveals 2 more cast members, previews ending theme in second promo video. Dead Account anime reveals 6 new cast and theme song artists and a January 10th debut in new promo video. Snowball Earth anime reveals main cast, more staff, April 2026 debut in teaser video. You wanted to rent the Chainsaw Man movie because you do want to watch it, but it's $20 to rent on Amazon. What? $20? I mean, I could see maybe 5. Like, it's a rental. It's rent. When we went to the video stores, it was roughly, I don't know, $5 for the new ones to rent. So that's just corporate greed right there. $20 is a big ripoff. I think you might want to put your straw hat on there, Godzillionaire. Because you know, they really should learn not to gouge the customer. What do we got here? Nippon Ichi Software reveals Curse Warrior Dungeon Crawler RPG for release in March 2026, and it looks like it's coming out for PS5, PS4, Switch. Okay. R-Type Dimensions 3 game announced. Oh, yeah, good old side-scrolling shooter, eh? That's coming for PS5, Xbox, Switch, Switch 2, and Steam. Renai 0 Kilometer game launches on Steam on January 29th after a delay. Girls Band Cry anime gets webtoon adaptation. Okay, that's usually you go the other way around. You go from a webtoon to an anime, but this is an anime going to a webtoon? Alright. The webtoon adaptation aims to introduce the series to a broader global readership. Former Capcom producer Hiroyuki Kobayashi's studio unveils Stupid Never Dies action game. Wow, I never heard of a game that was so close to real life. That's usually what it is, isn't it? Stupid Never Dies. I'll have to wait and see what that game is like when it comes out. It's going to come out for the PS5 and the PC in 2026. Pragmata Games trailer reveals April 24th release, Switch 2 version. Good. Resident Evil Requiem Games trailer reveals Leon Kennedy as second protagonist. Live action Street Fighter films trailer highlights cast. The film opens on October the 16th, 2026. Oh man, I don't know. Are they going to be able to do better than the Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter? Well, we'll wait to see what happens here. It will remain to be seen if they're going to do a better job. It is Paramount Pictures, so I'm wary. Did I watch the Street Fighter trailer? It looks so cheesy. Okay. No, I did not watch the trailer, Godzillionaire. I actually didn't know there was a trailer out, but I'll probably have to have a look at it. See whether it's, if it lives up to the cheese name. Nagoshi Studio reveals Gang of Dragon game. Tokyo-based developer Shape Farm unveils Orbitals game. Netmarble's 7 Deadly Sins origin game unveils new trailer. Let's Play Anime casts singer Toshinobu Kubota as himself. I stopped watching that one because it was just getting dumb. The Let's Play one, it was just too much anxiety. No, just hold on for one moment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm dealing with this head cold. My sinuses are congested. It's not great. But soldier on here. Bandai Namco reveals Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thev game. Wow, I didn't even realize they're up to 8. Capcom unveils Mega Man Dual Override game for 2027. Yeah, but is it going to be a good Mega Man game? It's going to ship for the PS4, PS5, Switch, Switch 2, Xbox, and PC. Super Mario Galaxy Movies trailer highlights Bowser Jr. It looks like Luigi's getting involved in there. He's got giving him a good knee to the face, it looks like. Uma Musume Pretty Derby wins Best Mobile Game at the Game Awards. Nice. Good job, Pony Girls. Nioh 3 Games TGA trailer previews toward January 20th demo before February 6th launch. New Mega Man looks like 2.5D side-scroller. Okay. So not fully 3D. They should actually remake the Mega Man 64 or Mega Man Legends game. They should do a remake on that. They could really improve the 3D controls and everything. I think that they should make an attempt. Couldn't hurt. Because really it's stuck on N64 and what else? Stuck on PlayStation 1, I believe. So yeah, bring that one back too. That's the news for Thursday. Let's move along to Friday here. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You. Second season previews MEI's opening song. Kunon the Sorcerer can see anime reveals main promo video, ending theme song artist, and an early streaming debut for the second episode. New Cat's Eye anime reveals more cast and a trailer for second half. Do yourselves a favor and check out the original Cat's Eye before you check out the new one. You really have to make that choice to try out before the re-release, just to compare the two. First Girls and Panzer Moto Love Sakusen Des film gets accompanying mini anime. Okay, a mini anime from a film. Should be alright. Roll Over and Die anime's new video previews ending theme and reveals a January 8th debut. I do want to know what that's all about. Shoji Kawamori's Labyrinth anime, a film, reveals 18 more cast members. 18 of them, wow. For those that don't know, Shoji Kawamori was heavily involved in a lot of the Macross franchise. So he's doing something a little bit different here with Labyrinth anime film. New High School Kimingumi Anime reveals promo video and 13 more cast members and theme song artists. Yamishibai, Japanese Ghost Stories anime gets 16th season on January 11th. This is the first time I've heard of this one, but it's the 16th season? Wow. Bakido Anime reveals new cast member. The English dub for Nukatashi, the animation series, releases on December 17th. There was no reason for them to do an English dub of this show. It's pretty much a hentai, so there's I don't know why they felt the need to do it, but whatever. Animated Devil May Cry show's second season debuts on May the 12th, 2026. Darwin Incident TV anime reveals video, more cast, and a January 6th debut. 'Tis Time for Torture Princess second season anime reveals main promo video and more cast. You and I Are Polar Opposites TV anime reveals Noah's opening theme in fourth promo video. Physical copies of Higurashi When They Cry, Ho Plus, game recalled due to malware attack. Oh, that's not going to play out well. A malware attack from a game. Manga Gamer temporarily halts the sale of USB hard copies of Remastered Collection. Digital editions are unaffected. They really screwed up on that one. Cosmic Princess Kaguya anime film streams music videos for original songs. Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Uror Hunt Films trailer reveals English subbed January screenings. Oh, I watched the original Iron-Blooded Orphans. I thought it was alright, but they've got another film coming out for all you Gundam fans. We'll just skip by the North American anime run releases. And that's all for Friday. Well, just a second. Okay. Saturday, Crayon Shin-Chan reveals the 33rd 2D animated film opening in summer 2026. Chiai Fujikawa performs Shibuyugi, playing death games to put food on the table, anime's ending song. Sentenced to be a Hero anime's new video reveals January 3rd debut and Spy Air's theme song. We'll check out the Japanese animation TV ranking. What do we got here? Okay, so first up, Saze-san, then Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, MHA Final Season, Doraemon, Crayon Shin-Chan, One Piece, You and Idol Precure, Togen Anki, Umu Musume, Curious George, and Oshiri Tantai. The usual shows are on there. Oh wow, here's one I haven't heard of in a while. Patlabor Easy anime to be 8 parts long. Nice. I've watched quite a bit of Patlabor. The movies, I've seen them. And I watched a little bit of the TV show. Here's something everybody waits for, is the video game rankings. Japan's video game rankings here. Number 1, No surprise there, Mario Kart World, followed by Kirby Air Riders, Pokemon Legends ZA for the Switch 2 and the Switch, Octopath Traveler 0, Metroid Prime 4, Momotaro Densetsu 2, for the PS5, Octopath Traveler 0, and the Switch 2, Octopath Traveler 0, and Momotaro Densetsu for the regular Switch, Minecraft, Hyrule Warriors, Animal Crossing, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake for the Switch 2 and the Switch, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate rounds out the whole list. So, no surprise, Mario Kart World. It seems to be like everybody likes that one. Everyone likes to race against each other, and it's the newest Mario Kart, because the first one was that they used for the Switch was the one released on the Wii U, Mario Kart 8. Back in 2017, or even before then. So yeah, everybody's snapping that up. Dusk Beyond the End of the World anime reveals English dubcast. Okay, yeah, I'm making my way through that one. They seem to be a bit behind when they're supposed to be releasing these. So Dusk always gets left behind a bit. But it's a weird one. You want to watch it. Amasian TV service streams Magic Kaito 1412 anime with dub in Americas. ODK Media launched free ad-supported platform Amasian TV in September 2024. Okay, I haven't heard of Amasian. We might have gone over this back in 2024, but I have not tuned in to see if they have a good streaming service. But that's all for Saturday. Sunday! Ace of Diamond Act 2 second season anime reveals April 2026 debut with new staff and studio in video. So, baseball anime. Goman Baitokun no Nichijo anime reveals 4 new cast members. A misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. Anime's main promo video reveals January 10th debut. Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling, TV anime reveals more cast and a January 10th debut in main promo video. Another reincarnated one. So you're reincarnated now as a dragon hatchling. Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dear Friend film announces fall 2026 debut. Bushiroad ends Bushiroad Games brand, continues releasing games under other labels. Okay, so I wonder why that happened. Were they not popular enough? Were they not selling enough games? Bushiroad announced on Monday the company's Bushiroad Games label is ending operations in December. The company will publish its mobile games under the Bushimo label going forward and its console games under the Bushiroad name. This change affects the Bang Dream Girls Band party game and the upcoming Hunter x Hunter Nen and survival game, as both titles will now operate under the Bushimo division. Bushiroad Games label launched in January 2023 and integrated the Bushimo Mobile Games division. The label published the Goblin Slayer, Another Adventure Nightmare Feast game, the Macross Shooting Insight game, the Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Quest of Memories game, and the Goblin Slayer, Another Adventure Nightmare Feast game, among other titles. Bushiroad acquired 50.625% controlling stake in Front Wing Lab, the parent company of Front Wing, in March 2021. The company recently acquired more shares in Sunzigen Animation Studio through a third-party allocation, with Bushiroad now owning 14.4% of the studio's shares. Companies did not disclose the shares' underwritten value. Oh well. And that's it for Sunday, but here's some stuff that has popped up on their top news that I don't think they had down there. Voice actor Jim Ward dies at 66. He played Quark in Ratchet & Clank and Jack Krauser in Resident Evil 4. Okay, that's unfortunate. And voice actress Julie Mayfield dies. She voiced Dr. Kuriha in One Piece and Kyoko in Fruits Basket and Eva in Case Closed. Oh no, you don't like to hear that happening. She was 67. Oh. And Jim Ward was 66. Still seems that's a bit young to be kicking the bucket, that's for sure. And what's this? Male staffer for HKT48 idol group treated after being stabbed? Ugh. Fans, you gotta calm down there. Like, don't go so crazy with your idol groups that you figure you have to stab people. They reported on Sunday that a male staff member for the group is being treated at a hospital for non-life-threatening injury after being stabbed. The incident occurred earlier in the day at the Boss Izo Fukuoka complex, which houses the idol group's 17 Live HKT47 Gekujo Theater. The website added that the theater was not hosting a public performance on Sunday, but all members who happened to be in the adjoining office took shelter safely in light of the incident. The group has canceled the remaining online handshake events commemorating the release of its 19th single, Hanso Tenchi, or Short Sleeve Angel Pictures left. The group staff is working to strengthen security in cooperation with the complex's staff. The group staff also acknowledging reports that others beside the male staffer were injured. Okay. But did they catch the person that's doing that? That's the important thing, is you catch them and put them away for stabbing people. There's no reason. But that's it. You're all caught up on the news of the week now. Why don't we head over and have a look at some of the rankings here? These are the cumulative rankings as of December 2nd. No surprise, MHA is at the top for number 1. Flagrant Flower blooms with dignity. Spy Fam, Umumusume, Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider, Sanda, May I Ask One Final Thing? Nice to see that still up here. It's on a slow decline, it looks like, though. Gachi Akuda, One Piece, Faded Magical Princess, Ranma, 1/2, Mangaka's Weirdly Wonderful Workplace. Why is this staying up there? That is not a very good one. Wild Last Boss, Star Brighter Than the Sun, Campfire Cooking, To Your Eternity, The Monster Wants to Eat Me, Touring After the Apocalypse, Past the Monster Meet Milady, Status as an Assassin, Dad's a Hero, Mom the Spirit, Kakurio, With You Our Love, Mechanical Marie, Alma-chan, Yanukun, Banished Court Magician. That's worked its way up, it looks like. Gintama's taken a big fall. Digimon, Dark History, Gnosia, Solo Camp, Dusk, Watari-kun, Hero Without a Class, Gleaming Soul, One Punch Man, and Toganaki has been just dragging the bottom. Oh, MHA is officially done now. There's still the spin-off series though. Yeah, Vigilantes. And I believe that's one that showed up in the spring season too. But let's have a look and see what people are watching on this this anime website. Yeah, no surprise here. Number 1, MHA. Number 2 is One Piece, then Record of Ragnarok 3. Okay, that came out of nowhere. My Gift Level 99 Gacha. That's good. Good to see that at number 4. Then Gacha Yakuta. Chainsaw Man the movie. Spy Fam Season 3. Yep. Banished Court Magician. One Punch Man Season 3. With all the hate One Punch Man is getting, I'm surprised there's still this many people watching it. They must be the hardcore fans, I would think. And finally, at number 10, a Wild Last Boss appeared. So there's we've got the numbers to back it up as to what people are watching. At least people in North America, anyway. One Frame Man. Yeah, I've heard that one too. Godzillionaire, yeah. One Plot Man. All right, let's get to it. The spring season had some really good shows. Some were returning for more seasons, but other ones were just starting. And I watched quite a few in the spring. And Fire Force I didn't, or Lazarus, or Windbreaker. But I did do Witch Watch, and Beginning After the End. Old Country Bumpkin was a nice sleeper hit. At least I think so. It had the voice actor for Sanji as the main character. And then yes, here, My Hero Academia Vigilantes started in spring. Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. I watched that one. I watched Sword of the Demon Hunter, Kijin Gintosho. What else do we have here? Killing Slimes for 300 Years. Konosuba. Looks like a bonus OVA. Rocked as a Lady's Modesty. Uma Musume. Cinderella Grey. Oh yes, the Gundam one. G-Quux. Go-Go Loser Ranger Season 2. I like Season 1 was better, but Season 2 I wanted to see what was going to happen to Fighter D. Too Perfect Saint. Once Upon a Witch's Death. The Gorilla Gods Go-To Girl. I heard some people like that one. And Shirley. Is that Sutabi? Black Butler. Catch Me at the Ballpark. Dinner Table Detective. We watched that one. That one could have been better. It wasn't the one. It's not going to be on my list though for ones that to showcase today. Chuzenji Sensei. I don't think. Oh yeah, there was a Lupin the Third movie as well. I didn't see that one. Just trying to see what other ones that people might have watched. Yeah, we're getting into the more obscure stuff. And then the kitty stuff. Yeah. Anyway, Springs had some good ones, and I'm going to show you what the ones that I watched and really enjoyed on there. So let's go like this. Go like this. Get this fired up here. Okay. Gotta check my notes. Ah, yes. So usually I pick the first episode to show, but because it's past already and it's quite recent, I chose like one of my favorite episodes of The Beginning After the End. So it's about this guy who was a king in his previous life, but he is reincarnated after he dies into the body of a child, into a place that uses magic, and he is learning magic. But he gets separated from his family. He falls into we'll go through the intro here. It shows him growing up a bit in the beginning after the end. So he meets up with this mysterious figure in a dark tunnel after he gets separated from his family. And this figure is kind of taking care of him and can see inside his heart how he has like a special power within him, as does always the main characters do. So this character, the dark figure, takes care of him, tries to look after him as he's staying there. They get to know each other a little better. He's kind of traumatized by what happened. He misses his parents, of course. He's trying to learn. He wants to learn. And of course, the dark figure is asking like cryptic questions to determine what kind of heart he has. You know, why do you want to fight people? Why do you want to be strong? So he has to. If he gives the wrong answer, he doesn't. He gets disciplined. He gets a smack up the side of the head. And this large creature is teaching him magic. Yeah, see, that's him getting disciplined. He gets a flick. You don't want to learn magic for vengeance. You want to learn it to protect the people. That's him before he got reincarnated. So he can remember his past life. So they get to know one another a little better. So, as it goes on here, he is getting better at his magic control. But there's confrontation. Another dark figure shows up to confront the first one. And he gets hidden. I believe his name's Arthur. Arthur gets hidden by the first one that he met. And these two are facing off against one another in battle. And before you know it, the dark figures, the one sheds their armor and shows that she's a dragon. And it's quite the extensive fight, dragon against dragon. I believe she prevails, but her life is at an end, and she gives Arthur some gifts. It looks like a dragon feather and a dragon crystal. And yeah, it's not a very happy ending to this episode, as the dragon is going to die. Because they formed quite the bond of friendship as he was learning from her. And I think she sends him away with the last bit of magic. And okay, so she didn't take down this guy until the very end after Arthur left. That is one weird looking Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, that one's not going to fit in the ball, I don't think. But there you go. Finally, one last blast. And Arthur is sent away. We don't know where he's going to end up. It's far away from where he was, but he will not forget his dragon friend. And yeah, that's beginning after the end. That was quite a good show. I really enjoyed it. Seeing him, he's using his knowledge of when he was from his previous life, and he's able to learn magic and excel at it. He's very good at it. And yeah, he's learning lessons. It's very good redemption from the person he was before, who was like a very despicable leader, king of whatever land he was. And now he's doing a lot better. He's redeeming himself. He's being a better person, learning how to grow and not worry about vengeance, and just trying to protect his family. And he meets a lot of other characters along the way. He meets the elves, forms a friendship there. He learns from them as well. So he's gradually building up his magic by learning it from different people. He makes it back to his family. He goes to meet one of the kings there, who I think they wanted to like manipulate him or whatever, and he's like, nope, not doing any of that. So it was pretty good to see him standing up against people that wanted to just for the sake of using him. So I definitely recommend beginning after the end, and I hope I get to see a second season coming, because I don't want to just be left on that ending that they had, where it was just like, oh, he's off learning how to use magic and be an adventurer. Okay, let's move along to the next one. One of the other ones I watched for spring. Which one is it? Oh, yes. Okay. We'll go here and here. Once again, I'm not picking the first episode. This one is episode 6. And it's the Two Perfect Saint. All right. So, yes, Two Perfect Saint. The full title is really long. It's like the Two Perfect Saints sold by her fiance to another realm. Anyways, in episode 6, we meet up with the Two Perfect Saint has been sold off to a different land, who actually appreciate her, not like her original fiance who didn't. There's her sister. Now she has taken her place, and she's she's very good. She's learned what's happened, that she was sold off. It's not public knowledge. She learned that, she got sold off and left without saying goodbye or anything like that. And she is out for her own revenge against this clown. She knows already he sold her sister, and she's playing the long game to wreck this guy from within. So it's pretty good. It's nice to see that she's not so naive that she didn't figure it out. And there's the beginning. That's our main character, Philia. She is the Too Perfect Saint. She's the one that gets sold away to a different land where she actually gets appreciated. And it's strange to her. She never got any accolades or any kind of congratulations for being a good saint. But in her new land, people are appreciative of her, and she's just like, wow, this is weird. Nobody's ever appreciated me before. So she's learning to deal with being appreciated. And there she is. So yes, her sister is now the fiancée of the prince, but she is working to undermine him and show everyone what a useless guy he is. So yeah, he sold her, and the money was used for a gold statue of himself. That's how big of a jerk he is. But it looks like her sister Mia is going to work to expose how to fool he is. And he's really evil. He is like making sure that his father, so he can get to be the king. He's poisoning his father. He's poisoning his brother. He's doing all sorts of heinous stuff. Yeah. So he is, and now that Philia is gone, she used to make medicine for him to help make him better. But, yeah, not anymore. He has false hope, for that the army will be able to hold off the monsters that are coming, but they won't. And she goes out there to do what a saint does, and that is take down the monsters. And I think she asked him to come with her. And yeah, he is just screaming with terror. This is what it's like on the front lines there, you clown. And so he makes up some lame excuse that he's got to leave. Of course, he's like, I don't take orders from women. Of course, he's so deranged, he's going to say that it's Philia's fault for abandoning us, when really he's the one that sold her in the first place. It's very satisfying to see this guy get his comeuppance, because he's such a absolute dork. Okay, and then we have two people coming in. Looks like they're travelers. They can sense that the seal is weakening to keep the demons out. Oh. So there's a ring that's got lots of power, and this guy is like tempting the prince with it. Of course the prince is going to go for it, because he's an idiot. Yeah, and there's the full title. The Too Perfect Saint, tossed aside by my fiancé and sold to another kingdom. Oh, speaking of which, here's the other kingdom. There's the prince from the other kingdom. And there's Philia. He is always offering help to her because she likes to do everything on her own. She's used to doing everything on her own, but she's not used to having people actually help her. So he's like, hey, we will help you. And she gets a bunch of, she gets a disciple at least. People that can help her out with her saintly duties and maintain the barrier. She knows what's going on, though. I think her sister and her have been communicating. She's trying to take him down politically. There's the ninja that is helping her out. Nobody can catch her. She's just she disappears. She's high level ninja. She's like, hey, if the prince is such an idiot, why don't I just kill him? She's like, oh, well, we can't do that. If you insist, I'll call off the murder, she says. She really wants him to suffer. So she's going to work on that. So she's looked a little bit in the past here. She always looked up to her older sister Philia. She wanted to be just like her. Just needs a little bit of advice on how to do things her own way. She's going to keep hating that awful man. And she's going to get some revenge. And for that, she's going to talk to the prince's brother. And hopefully persuade him to boot his brother out of there. Well, that's it. Hey, what's up, CRC? How you doing? We're just going over The Too Perfect Saint as one of the shows from spring that was very enjoyable. The first one was Beginning After the End. And now we've up to Too Perfect Saint. So do yourself a favor, if you haven't seen The Too Perfect Saint, you should watch it. Very enjoyable. You really get pulled in there, and you really want that prince to suffer for being such a heinous jerk. Okay, what's up next? The last one I'm going to showcase. Ah, yes. This was a very just fun one. This was sort of a slice of life meets sports. This is Catch Me at the Ballpark. I really enjoyed this one. Surprisingly enough, The Catcher in the Ballpark. It's about a beer girl who works at a ballpark, and we get to see sort of the lives of everyone that work at the ballpark, not just the baseball team. Although they get a behind the scenes look at some of the ball players, and we get some of the customers that the beer girl serves. They have an American player on their team, the Motor Sons. And he's playing baseball in Japan right now. So there she is. She's filling up drinks. That's what they do. They have a bunch of beer girls in Japan that do that at ball games. So what happens when our ball player sees her? He gives those guys the death glare. He's looking at her. She's pretty cute, so she's caught his eye. And he strikes out because he's distracted by the beer girl. And he gets out again. And he looks like he makes it. Is he safe? He's safe. And he's finally warming up to his time in Japan, being a baseball player there. He's going to stay another season. Probably because of her. Oh, and they have their mascot, Sanshiro. And he gives a little bit of advice to the players in his own way. He writes on a sketchbook. He doesn't talk. He'll just give advice. We actually learn who is in that suit afterwards, but that will be a secret unless you've seen Catch Me at the Ballpark. Then we have at the concession stand, we've got the young lady working the concession. He's handing out lots of advice to everybody. And our poor beer girl is just exhausted. She can't appreciate his advice, but I'm sure she will later on. Oh, and that's where they all get refills with their kegs. It's like at the racetrack when they swap out car or tires and everything. Quick change. so that they can get out there and get some more beer sales. And away they go. Boom. There's our salary man. There she is, making friends with her regular customers. It's nice to see what goes on behind the scenes of the at the baseball stadium. Gatorade. Time for some Gatorade. That's right, CRC. So there you go. And she sold 150 cups. Look at that. That's pretty good. So it was just a fun show. Just watching what goes on behind the scenes. Catch Me at the Ballpark was just a nice way to not have to get too serious about things. It's kind of goofy. It's slice of life, of course. And it's nice to see them have a sort of a what goes on behind the scenes. I had a fun time watching it. So if you get a hankering for some baseball, try watching Catch Me at the Ballpark. It's a very it's a well done show. Okay. So those were the 3 for the day. The first one being beginning after the end. Then The Two Perfect Saint, followed by Catch Me at the Ballpark. But there was a lot of good shows for springtime. All right. Next up, time for this season. This season is slowly coming to an end here. A lot of shows are getting to their final episodes. My Status as an Assassin, I'm at number 10. We've got 2 to go. They're probably going to have a second season. Because I doubt they'll wrap everything up in 2 episodes. Josie and the Moon Bottle, it's halfway through, so it must have started late. And I'm assuming they're going to be able to probably wrap everything up in 1 season. I don't see them doing a second season for that. Same with Dusk Beyond the End of the World. We've got 2 episodes to go, so they can wrap everything up. Solo Camping for 2. We got 2 episodes to go. We had a double cour for this one, so 24 episodes of Solo Camping. I mean, that should do it. I don't see this one getting a second season. It's not necessary. Past the Monster Meat Milady, 2 to go. Does it need a second season? I don't think so. It's not really spectacular or leaving on a cliffhanger, so my gift level 99 gotcha. They have to do a second season because he hasn't gotten revenge on everybody yet. He's only gotten it on like 3 people. And there's going to be I think there's 9. So they definitely have to do a second season, or I'm going to have to read the manga and see for myself. Shibaki, they can wrap up. It's got 3 episodes left. They can go and just do the single season. Which one's this? Oh yeah, may I ask for one final thing? I suppose it can just get away with 1 season? Unless they drag it out where they have to go after the goddess. So it might get a second season, I'm not sure. Yeah, CRC 2. Spy Family. I know it's going to be ongoing, so it'll probably get another season. Banished Court Magician. Maybe they can wrap it up, but probably not. Just the way that things are going now. They're in that dungeon. They're battling the Blade Master. Or our main character is battling the Blade Master. I don't know. If they do get rid of him, then yeah, they could wrap it up, I suppose. Gachiakuda, that one might go for another season. I mean, we got the double core here, 24 episodes. That one might. I'd have to check and see how long the manga is. Oh yeah, and Hands Off, Saurari Koteshi-kun. This just needs 1 season, that's it. It doesn't need anything more than that. And I've paused watching One Piece because we finished our DVDs. So I have to wait for the next release. Collection number 40, I believe. And once that drops, I'll buy it and we'll start watching it again. But yeah, we're paused for now, and I'm sure I can have it come up here. Paused. Yes, I paused at number 964. And how far along are you, CRC? I know you were getting up there. I believe that's all the... Yeah, that's all the shows I'm watching this season. It'll be one of the next couple of streams that we're going to go through the winter of 2026, which will be the next season coming up. And then we'll pick the shows to watch then. 2, for sure, I'm going to watch. 2 for sure, I have already decided I'm going to watch is Frieren Season 2, because Season 1 was so spectacular. And there's one more. Chained Soldier Season 2. That is another must-watch for me. Beyond that, I'll have to look through and just check and see some of the other shows that look interesting. But other than that, those 2 are a for sure thing. And if Fabric Folds was here, he'd be with me on watching Chained Soldier Season 2. He's a big fan of it. Okay, you're at 915. All right. You'll catch up? I hope so. Have you made it to Wano yet? Or are you still on Whole Cake Island? Because, yeah, the Wano is like the longest arc. anyways, I believe I'm going to wrap it up there for the day. Next week, we'll be showcasing summer. And I know there was some pretty darn good summer shows. So get your list ready for the summer, because there was some really good shows there. Ones that I really enjoyed, and we'll go over that next week. But yes, I would just like to thank everybody that stopped by today. Foodies Weta stopped by. Godzillionaire stopped by. CRC. Anybody else that was lurking and listening, I appreciate you so much. Yeah, you're in Wano. Okay, good. You're just starting out then. Make sure you guys please hit that like button, the thumbs up, spread the word, tell your friends. If you want to talk anime on Sundays, stop on by. That's where I'll be. Coming up on Tuesday, that's Trades Talk Tuesday for me. I'm going to be talking about the skilled trades, and I'll have some pictures and videos of some of the equipment I've had to work on, and we can look at things from an industrial point of view. So stop on then, and when we put on our hard hats and our safety boots and head out into the industrial world. That's what we do there. That's on Tuesdays. On Saturdays, that's retro game day. And the game right now is Odin Sphere. Trying to get through that. And man, what a great story it is. They had beautiful artwork for a PS2 game. It's really good. And I'm enjoying it. You even get to pick whether they speak in Japanese or English. And I chose the Japanese because I like the acting a lot better. But that's for when I'm streaming. When I'm not streaming, you should check out these people like Pacific 414 or DJ Ronnie G or Brandon the Anime Guy or Carl, RNG Podcast. You can check out the Comic Relief Crusader as well. He's got his huge circles going on today where he has his drawing stream and he invites people on in the comics, the comic industry. So that's going on today for him. You could also watch Infinite Metal on Kick and Twitch. He's very entertaining. He plays a lot of retro games, and he's very funny. I have a fun time hanging out with Infinite Metal. And then if you want to watch a VTuber, you could watch Call Me Kixie. She's on Twitch and YouTube. Just type in Call Me Kixie. Very family friendly. She's plays a lot of indie games, and will showcase them. And she usually streams on Saturday, and it's a pretty good time. Very welcoming. You'll really like hanging out with Kixie. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I will be back on Tuesday, and I hope to see you then. If not then, I will see you next weekend, where I hopefully feeling a little bit better and not suffering from a head cold. Thanks CRC. I'm glad you liked the show. I was glad to do it. It's a fun time for me. I really like doing this. And I hope to see you guys the next time I'm streaming. But until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.